Hi everyone and welcome back to the Naio's channel. I'm Steffi Fernandez and in today's video I'll be attempting to paint cherries. Let's get cracking. Okie dokie, so I want the background of the design to be super plain, so I'm going to apply a couple of thin coats of Snow White, oh yeah, I got the name right, all over the nail before we map out our cherries. So while the nail is curing, I'm gonna just prep my palette and apply a few colors on it. So I'm gonna use Candy Apple, just apply a little bit of that on my palette, as well as Urban Temptress. Ooh, sounds like me. So a little bit of that on my palette. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of Tangy Lime as well. So I'm going to get that on my palette, as well as Shamrock. Why did I say Shamrock? Well, I've got Snow White again, just in case, and a little bit of Top Coat for the mixing, because we love mixing, don't we? Right, so palette ready, nail cured, detailing brush, let's go. So I'm going to dip into Candy Apple and start mapping out a couple of cherries. So to start off this design, I'm basically just painting a couple of large circles on the nail, and then I'm going to fill them in. So I think I might want it slightly larger. One sec. Now I'm going to fill that in. So I've got this ready. And then I'm going to do another round shape just behind probably. So I'm going to just map it out. I feel like that is okay. I'm going to go in and just fill it with Candy Apple. So I've got 2 red balls on my nail. Now, I'm going to give this a cure for 20 seconds and I'll continue. Alright, so I'm gonna take that Urban Temptress and mix it with top coat or base coat, whatever you guys prefer. And I'm gonna add a little bit of Cherries black onto it because I want it to be slightly darker, but not necessarily too dark. So I've got this gorgeous transparent dark red. I'm gonna start adding some shadow. So I'm going to just add that in some sections of the cherry. So I'm just going to add a little bit on the top, just like so. I'm going to do a little bit here as well, just to make sure that you can tell there's 2 cherries and they're not merging into each other, kind of thing. I'm going to do a little bit at the bottom as well. I'll try and blend it in while I'm painting as well, just patting and pulling slowly to create that shade. I'm going to add a little bit more color on here. Why not? And I'm going to be doing a bit of a circle on here, and that will be where the leaf will come out of the stem. Is it the stem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Gonna add that. And I'm gonna pop this into the lamp. Right, I'm going in with a mixture that I've created again, top coat and a little bit of Snow White, and just adding a little bit of highlight to our cherry, just to make it look a bit more 3D and realistic. So we're gonna add some light on the top, kind of blend it in. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And it helps that circle that we did previously, the dark one over here, look like it's sunken when you bring that light on top. I'm gonna do that. Just blend it softly. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more light, maybe on here, because there's always light on the top. Well, depending where the source of light is coming from, but in our case, it will be here. A little bit more, just here, guys. Promise I'll stop soon. And I'm going to pop this into the lamp. Right, so we've got this over here. I'm going to go into shamrock, not shamrock. And I'm going to just paint that stem on top. So I'm just gonna do a line coming out. I'm gonna add a little bit more detail. I want the top of it to be slightly longer. And I think, add another line, but this line is going to be thinner and it's going to go to the back of that cherry, just like so. Right, I'm going to pop it into the lamp and then we'll add a little bit more detail, you know. Okie dokie, so we're back onto our cherries. I'm gonna take some Tangy Lime on my brush and just add a little bit of like paler green on top. Just adds a bit more detail. Some of that green here and a little bit here. And now I'm going to pick up some of that white and just add some really tiny thin lines to add some highlights. So we're gonna do a tiny little line over here. There's gonna be a little bit of an highlight here. And that's about it. There we go. Want to be like just like that. Then maybe I'll drag a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. And then I'm gonna add a little bit white on here as well. Let's add a little bit on the outline. Just like that. Lovely. So I'm going to go in and just add a little bit of polka dots because I think it will look nice with this design. And it goes well with cherries, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool. You wouldn't think that would work, but it just does for something.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's something about cherries and polka dots. There we go. I'm gonna pop this into the lamp and then we'll top coat it for you guys. There you have it, guys, our nail ready I'm going to just top coat this for you guys. Such a cute design, right? There you have it, guys, our gorgeous cherry design, doing some polka dots as well. Super fun. We've covered a little bit of highlighting, a little bit of shading, so you kind of get an idea of what to do if you want to shade, especially using gel colors. I recommend mixing it with base coat and kind of painting on top. It gives it a more realistic look. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short and fun tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care.